G'day viewers. The whole point of a train simulator is driving trains, right? Well, let's talk about how you do that, because the whole way you get through the menus is totally different. It's now really intuitive and really consistent. And it's all done through a few simple key steps. So let's whack the big button to the trains. Now, you can choose to start with the train and then the next bits, or the route and then the next bits, or your guided journeys and then the next bits, or a quick play and then the next bits. Okay, let's start with quick play. Now, ironically, clicking on quick play actually isn't very quick, but right now it's chewing through the 50-something DLC I have loaded, and it's working out the great big list of trains to play. So it does take just a little while if you've got a lot of content. I imagine this will get optimized at some point. It'll be better. Alright, once you get in here and it's gone through your big lists of trains, you can choose to do something short, which can include tutorials, scenarios, and timetables. And it'll randomly choose a train and a route, time of day, all that sort of stuff, and it'll just go and do it. Or you can do something that's longer, so more than 30 minutes. So if you've only got a short time, maybe dinner's coming up or whatever, and you want to do a short one, or if you've got time for something longer, do something longer. Do what makes you happy. But anyway, you just click that and you'll be straight into driving, right onto the route. All right, let's come out of there. Now, let's start. Let's say, look, I want to drive the 101. Okay, so I want to drive the 101 on a timetable. So now we want to find the 101. There we go. And we can pick a livery, or we can look at our own liveries or Creators Club liveries that we might have downloaded. So let's grab this one. And this one runs on Great Western Express. So we can just dive in now and pick our timetable and choose that. Set up our weather. So I just leave it on dynamic weather all the time, but you can change it if you want. Set it to whatever you want. It's all cool. And then click Get Started and you'll be straight in driving the 2A43 London Paddington to Slough at 6:32 in the morning with dynamic weather. Cool. All right, now let's jump back. Let's say you wanted to drive the 101 on a scenario. All right, so let's do that. 101. Now we can see what scenarios it's available on. And we can see where else it's available. So this one's available on Northern TransPennine. This one also, Tees Valley, Great Western Express, and another Great Western Express. So you can rip your way through these, choose one, and click the Get Started button, and off you go. Pretty cool. Or the final way to do it is if you want to do the training modules. So let's go for the 101 again. Let's click on him and we'll see what training modules there are available. So there's the Northern TransPennine Introduction, Class 101 Introduction for Tees Valley, Class 101 Introduction Northern TransPennine, and the 101 Introduction for Great Western Express. Now you might ask, why are these all here? Well, you remember back to TSW3 when all of your training was route-based? Well, now it's based out of the training centre, but this is the old stuff. So the old stuff's, it's still tied to the routes. And some training will always be tied to the route. So if you want to learn about LZB, AFB, PZB and CFA on the ICE 1, that's going to be on Castle Wurzburg because there aren't signals in the training centre. So apart from that, click the one you want, get started, off you go. Okay, let's go right back to the main here. So let's say we want to do the same thing by route. So we might go, I want to drive something on, I don't know, what's a good one? Castle Wurzburg. Okay, looking familiar, right? Chose the route, choosing a timetable, and it goes, well, okay, I've got timetables for all these trains. So let's have a look at the 401, and we'll pick a livery, and now we can go through and look at our timetable. And then you can pick one of these, set your weather to be whatever you want. Get a little bit of an overview here. Hit the click Get Started button. Off you go. You getting the idea yet? Off you go happens pretty quick, doesn't it? All right then. So let's go in, choose a route again. How about Cathcart? Let's look at scenarios. So these are all the scenarios available on Cathcart. click the one you want. You don't choose weather with scenarios because it's set by the scenario itself. So click the one you want, get started, off you go. Now we come back here. Maybe you want to do, I don't know, training modules. There they are. Seeming familiar? Click one, get started, off you go. Now, last one, rail journeys. Now, each of the routes comes with a journey plan for that route. And it's a little bit different now. It works pretty much the same way, but it just looks a bit different. So let's look at Clinchfield. So some will have more than one journey set. Some will have two. I don't think there's any more than two, but, you know, some will have more. So if we click on that, we can then click on our journey chapters, which are nice graphic things now. How cool is that? So let's click on Mainline, and we can see the services and scenarios that make up Mainline. Click on one of those. If it's a service, set your weather, and off you go. Kind of cool. I like the way this is set up now. I think this is really, really simple, and it means getting into the trains is really quick. So, you know, it wouldn't be right if we didn't actually get into a train, would it? So why don't we, let's go Spirit of Steam, and let off some steam in the journey. Too many people. Liverpool Lime Street. Let's do that one because it'll be outside. And see, this one's a scenario, so you can't choose the weather. If it was a service, you'd be able to choose the weather. All right, and let's get started. And then we'll just head in. It loads up the route just like it used to in TSW3. Pretty much the same sort of stuff. And we will get into drive in just a moment. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. This bit always was a bit boring, wasn't it? Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Yay! Okay, and here we are, ready to drive. There's Iron Pete. Brakes off. Cocks, the cocks are already open. Let's get the reverser. That'll do. Let's yank the regulator. Off we go. Except we've got a red signal, haven't we? So I better not do this. But that's okay. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you in this tutorial. So now you know how to get to the trains. It's pretty easy, isn't it? And you might find the new menu, you're going to have to change a little bit, but you'll get into this so fast and you'll get used to it so quickly and you'll find it really intuitive and natural. Just about guarantee that. You might be the odd one out that doesn't, but I reckon most people will be great with it. Alrighty. Thanks a lot. That's how you get to the trains. See ya.